If you win through bad sportsmanship, that's no real victory. Babe Didrikson Zaharis. Those words, spoken by one of the greatest female athletes in history, were meant to highlight the importance of integrity and fairness in competition. But today, they ring louder than ever. In a world where the very definition of fairness is under fire, especially in women's sports. At the heart of the debate, transgender women, biological males who identify as females competing in female divisions. It's a topic that sparks headlines, emotions, accusations, and even policy changes. But beneath all the noise, one truth must rise above all others. Fairness is not negotiable. The foundation of women's sports, level playing fields. Let's begin with a fact. Sports are segregated by sex because biological males and females are different. That's not ideology, it's physiology. Males on average have greater muscle mass, larger lung and heart capacity, denser bones, faster reflexes, higher hemoglobin levels. These physical differences create natural performance advantages in nearly every competitive sport. And that's why we have women's sports to ensure female athletes can compete on an even playing field. So when a transgender woman who was born male and experienced male puberty enters the arena, the competitive balance shifts, sometimes drastically. This isn't a moral judgment, it's science. Inclusion versus fairness, a false choice? Supporters of transgender inclusion argue trans women are women. They face enormous societal challenges. They deserve to compete in alignment with their gender identity. Even with hormone therapy and regulations, like 1 year of testosterone suppression, only help somewhat to level the field. And there is compassion in that view. Trans individuals absolutely deserve dignity, respect, and participation in life's joys, including sports. But here's the thing, fairness doesn't discriminate. When one group's inclusion comes at the cost of another group's exclusion, we need to stop and reevaluate. Because what about the biological girls who lose scholarship opportunities, miss national rankings, get bumped from podiums, are forced to share changing spaces with biological males? Should they stay silent to be polite? Is their sacrifice the price of progress? The bigger picture, women's rights at risk. It's not just sports. This debate is starting to impact women's rights across the board. In some places, biological males who identify as women can enter female-only spaces, including shelters and prisons. Women are being told to use the term cisgender to define themselves, as though their biology is a secondary trait. Statistics on women's crime, health, and education are becoming murky due to gender identity replacing biological sex in data collection. This isn't just semantics. This is the erasure of women as a distinct class. Decades of hard-won progress through Title IX, the feminist movement, the gender equality laws are being jeopardized, all in the name of affirmation policies that sound inclusive but often exclude biological women from fairness, safety, and opportunity. A path forward. Respect without erasure. Here's the good news. This doesn't have to be a zero-sum game. We can respect and protect trans individuals, preserve fairness in women's sports, create open categories or alternative divisions, keep sex-based categories for contact and competitive sports where performance gaps matter. It starts with open conversation, not cancel culture, with honest science, not wishful thinking, and most importantly, with policies that protect fairness, because fairness is not up for political negotiation. It's the backbone of competition and the lifeblood of integrity. Final thoughts. When women are told to give up their space, their voice, and their victories in the name of inclusion, we're not moving forward. We're walking backwards in heels. This isn't about hate. It's about truth, biology, and boundaries. Because if we erase the lines that define fairness, there's no point in having rules or winners at all. Let's make one thing clear. We can believe in inclusion without destroying fairness. But if we have to pick one in sports, in data, in safety, fairness must always win. Otherwise, we haven't just changed the rules, we've rigged the game. Stay safe, stay secure, and let honest discussion and fairness rule this discussion so everyone can end up a winner. Thanks for reading, watching, and listening. And hey, if you have even half as much fun as I did, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. It's free, painless, and comes with a lifetime supply of curiosity.